Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, and thank you guys for tuning in either live or on YouTube. As you can see, I'm gonna continue my save with Blythe Spartans right now. We're on the 1st of October, so let's continue. We're actually on the match day already against Kings Lane Town. So let's get straight into it. Let's look and hope that we can get a good result against them. And we get a player that's unhappy. Feels that he should be starting more games. Let's see. Who are you? He does look pretty good. Let's give him some game time because he does actually look good enough to be playing for us. So why not? So let's get into the game against Kings Lynn. First off, of course, set up our tactics and our opposition instructions as well. So by the looks of things, their wingbacks are gonna be attacking a lot, and I need to be marking them, and of course the two strikers as well, and let's do the attacking mid as well, and always the goalkeeper. So tight mark and press and tackle hard and show onto their weak foot. And let's take a look. Do they have any huge weaknesses? Tend to like good tackling. Alright, so their goalkeeper is bad, by the looks of it. So maybe we can take advantage of that. This was what I was looking for. 4 of the 13 assists in the last 16 matches have come from short passes and from the right side of the pitch as well. So let's work the ball into the box, and let's focus the play down the right as well. And let's try to take advantage of that. And shorter passing. Let's actually do much shorter passing as well. And let's get Adam Wrightson out of there because he is tired. Let's give Callum Bullock a shot. And who was it again? It wasn't Michael Nelson, right? It's Hawkins. It's Lewis Hawkins. Where are you at? Here he is. Let's get him on there for Waddington. So this is gonna be the 11 that are gonna start for us today. So let's try to beat Kings Lynn. Callum Bullock is lacking match sharpness, but that's not strange because he hasn't played a lot for us yet. Alright, so let's hope they can pick up where they left off last time, because we were on a pretty good run, if I remember correctly. Right now I can't really see what position we were in, but I think we were around 5th or 6th maybe. But the Kings Lynn have the first chance here. Fox has the ball on the left hand side, puts in a cross, and it's already 1-0 after only 30 seconds played. That's a horrible start for us. Didn't really expect that as well. But we get a corner. Lewis Hawkins with the assist and Jack Steele with the equalizing goal after 5 minutes. A very exciting start to the game. At the beginning of the season, I did expect Kings Lane to be up there in the top, around the top of the league, but they're not playing too well yet. That all could change, of course. So we do still have to be very careful with how we're playing against them, because I think they do still have a very good team. And of course, as you guys may remember, they had signed Ebanks Blake, who is starting on the bench right now. He doesn't look too good, actually. We get another chance maybe here. Dill with the ball, puts it across to Fennec, but he just can't head it. Marriott picks it up on the right-hand side of the field for Kings Lynn, gives it back to Power to the midfield. To Payne, Southwell, back to Payne. Southwell with the space, and it's a goal. They got way too much time to play the ball around between the two of them, and they punished us. And it's halftime. We are down by 2-1. Let's show something else in the second half because it does have to change. Jones with a throw in on the right side, but it's headed away his cross. And Fox another cross, and it's on the bar. The keeper tipped the ball onto the bar. The header from up close. So it's still 2-1 only, but we are still down a goal. Kings Lynn with a goal kick to Fox on the left hand side, goes back to Smith, to Payne, to Richards. There's a lot of space on the right hand side for them, but they either don't see it or they're too scared to try it. Instead they're going to the left side again. Fox could have gone for the cross, maybe now he does. Marriott, and a great save by Hemming. That's an amazing save. Power with a corner from the right side, and it's headed away, and it's a penalty. The Nilsson Carvalho pushed his opponent, and it's a penalty for Kings Lynn, and it's 3-1. So let's try a little bit more direct, and as well as not focusing everything down the right hand side, because it's clearly not working. We do have 5 shots on target. All of our shots are on target, so that's positive, but only one of them have gone in. Scott maybe here on the left hand side puts in a cross to Fennick, but again he can't reach the ball. Carvalho picks it up to Hawkins, back to Fennick, to the right hand side to Evans. Bullock, he puts it in front of the goal. Dill loses it though. Carvalho picks it up again. Dill, and it's offside. He did score it. It was a good goal, but it was offside sadly. So it's still 3-1 for Kings Lynn, and I'm gonna make a sub here. Let's put Jack Hunter in there for Hawkins. And let's give Michael Sweet another chance as a substitute, because maybe as a sub he can do more than when he's starting games. So let's see. First off, Kings Lynn have another throw in here. They have the time to put in a cross. Another one here from the left side. Fox, Payne with a long shot, and it's 4-1. So even if Michael Sweet is able to play better than usual, we still won't get anything from this match. We're not going to score 3 goals in 15 minutes. We are going to go more attacking because we've got nothing left to lose right now. So why not? Maybe hoping that we can score at least 1 goal, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's going to be 4-1 for Kings Lynn. And there should be, and there is the full-time whistle. So we are down to 8th after 13 matches. Still not too bad of a league position for us, but a 4-1 loss at home against Kings Lynn Town is very disappointing. They're now up to 3rd. As you can see, our promotion bid takes a hit, but we're still predicted to finish 22nd, so I'm not too surprised. And the next match is going to be for the FA Cup 3rd qualifying round against Colville. Should be doable, but I've said that so many times right now for matches that we eventually lose anyway. But we're going to try our best, obviously, as always. And let's see what we can make from that FA Cup run. Maybe we can even get to the actual first round. The board want us to at least reach the 4th qualifying round, but maybe we can surpass that and get to the actual cup. That would be great for finances as well as for match experience. But firstly, let's try to go past Colville. We are playing away from home, so it's not going to be an easy game, I think. We should still win it though. We should still comfortably win it, but I don't think it's going to be that easy. So it's match day right now. Let's get into it. First off, let's look at the scouting report as always. Let's see. Alright, so the strikers, the wingers, the right back, and the goalkeeper. So the left mid was an inverted winger, so we want to show all of them onto their left foot. And this guy got the most red cards, right? He did, so let's press him hard and tight mark him as well. So yeah, that's that. Let's look at their weaknesses. They have only two, left midfield and center mid, so let's not put too much focus on that. Let's just try to play our natural game here. Let's not float crosses because that clearly didn't work because our strikers just aren't tall enough. And let's try to go for the win. Against Colville, away from home, as I said, they are a few leagues below us. I'm not exactly sure how many, because I don't know all of the English lower leagues out of my head. But we should be winning this one fairly comfortably, as I said to the players there as well. But as I mentioned a few minutes ago, I don't think they're going to be pushover. As you can see, they have already had a shot on target, and we haven't yet. After 10 minutes already, still no highlight has been shown yet. So far, it's been a very boring game. Already 25 minutes gone. There it is. There is the first highlights for Colville, and that looks like it's a penalty. Another penalty given away by us. And let's hope that our keeper can save it. He can't. So we're actually down a goal against Colville. And if it stands like this, then we're already out of the FA Cup. But we do still have the entire second half to change that. Maybe already now the free kick, but alright, so no, apparently not. Maybe Colville get another chance here. Doyle Charles with the ball in the midfield. Gets it back from Thomas. Playing it around between the two of them. Mitchell with a long shot just wide of the post. Luckily for us, it was just wide of the post. So it's halftime already. We are still trailing. I actually can't quite believe that. Let's try to play more direct and hit early crosses as well, because it's unacceptable for us to lose this game. And there's actually the 2-0. Not even a minute into the second half and we're already down 2 goals right now. Ryson has the ball. We're in the 48th minute. He has a lot of space in front of him and he's got some support as well. But he tries to go for it himself and he fails. No idea why he didn't pass the ball there. Let's make a few subs because Jack Steele is very tired and Michael Sweet is again a disappointment. I'm not going to tell them to play a short passing play because that clearly didn't work. Scott with a throw into McKeown, back to Scott. He could play a through ball to Dill, instead he gives it into Dill's feet to Ryson on the right hand side to Carvalho, and that's 2-1. Okay. Alright, we should push on right now. We really should push for the equalizer because, as I said, it's unacceptable to lose here. But it does look like it's gonna happen. It's already the 76th minute. Let's go even more attacking. And Colville with another free kick. Hemming plucks it out of the air and shoots it straight forward. And Fennick is in one-on-one with the keeper. Fennick, and what a great save by the keeper as well. That should have been the equalizer. Instead, it looks like Colville are actually gonna go through. Maybe here another chance. Ward with the free kick to Scott to Dill. And it's wide. And that's the end of the game, I think. That's the end already, and that's already the end to our FA Cup run as well. I'm actually super pissed that we didn't win that one. That's crazy. Again, I don't even know what league they're playing in. Only 4,000 euros we got from that. As you can see, we failed to reach the 4th qualifying round. We are fighting bravely against relegation because we're still in 8th. But now we have lost 2 games right after each other. So let's try to pick up a win again against Darlington in the next game in 6 days. Should be a good one. I actually can't get over the fact that we didn't win that game. I actually can't quite believe that. So let's move on to the next match against Darlington. Still 5 days away. So if you guys do have any suggestions on what I can change about my tactics or maybe some players that would be useful, please feel free to either leave it in the chat or if you watch it on YouTube later, leave it in the comments, and I'll try to take a look at everything you're saying because as you can see, I can use all the help I can get. All right, only 1 day away. Time flies sometimes. Sometimes it takes so long to get to the next game, and then suddenly a few days have already passed, and we're already at match day. So as you can see, after the game against Aldrincham or Aldrincham, I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. I think it was Aldrincham, but I'm not sure. After that game, it looks like we've got a little bit of a break, another week, an entire week free. But firstly, let's get to this first game against Darlington. Let's not put Michael Sweet in the starting 11. And instead of Mark Waddington, let's put in Lewis Hawkins again. Because he did play pretty good. Pretty well, sorry. So let's see. It's the same as the last team. Alright. And do they have any big weaknesses? Doesn't look like it. Nope. So again, let's just try to play our own natural game. Maybe not the shorter passing because that did not seem to work. Let's actually put in low crosses. And let's keep it like that. So the game against Darlington, I think they were one spot above us in the league, if I'm not mistaken. So if we do beat them, then we go up at least in one spot here. But we do have already lost 2 games on the bounce, so I am a little bit scared that we're going to lose again here. But I do have faith in them. I do still think that we would be able to win this. Carvalho with a free kick, and there's the 1-0. That's more like it. That's more like what we should play. And we're already 1-0 up just inside 10 minutes. Robbie Dill with the goal. He's already been so important for us this season, just like Denilson Carvalho. We get a corner here, Hawkins to take it. Steele just couldn't reach it. Fennec gives it back to Hawkins on the right hand side to Dill. Fennec, and it's saved on the goal line by one of their defenders. I have no idea how that wasn't a goal, either one of those three chances. We do have the upper hand, but only by a little bit. So we can't get too comfortable. And it is halftime right now. We are still leading, but as I said, we only have the upper hand by just a little bit. So we do still have to be very aware of their qualities. They've already made a substitution as well. That might be positive. Not really sure how the sub is compared to the first team player they use when it comes to quality, but anyway, it wasn't their first choice, so that's always a good thing. Wrightson has the ball on the right hand side, gives it to Fennec. Hawkins with a long ball forward to Robbie Dill, and he just couldn't finish that. A good save by their keeper. Already 10 minutes gone into the second half as well. Only 30 minutes left. We're still leading 1-0, but it's still very tight. I think I'm gonna be looking to make a sub. Let's give Michael Sweet another chance because Scott Fennec wasn't performing either. And let's keep it like that for now. Only a quarter of an hour left with injury time, of course. Still got that 1-0 lead. They've picked up 3 yellow cards in the meantime. They've got a free kick here though. It's headed away by us, and Dill might set up a counter for us here. He tries to drive the ball forward on the right hand side, but he loses it eventually, and now Darlington can build up again. Watson to Rivers, but he loses the ball just for a second, but takes it back from Steele. Wrightson has it away. Atkinson has it to Holness, back to Atkinson to Thorne. Martin Holness, and he hit the bar. That was actually a very good attack by them. They played it around very nicely. Luckily for us, he hit the bar. And we do get the win here. Finally another win, another 3 points. Nobody gave us a chance because we are the underdogs for pretty much every single game. So I am very happy with the 3 points indeed. And as you can see, we're back up to 7th into the promotion spots again. Or well, into the playoffs. So that's very good. And let's get straight towards the next game against Altrincham. I'm still not sure how to pronounce that. However you pronounce it, they are in 18th and we're in 7th. So looking at that, we should be able to win. But then again, I've said that against Colville as well, and they knocked us out of the FA Cup. So I'm not sure about anything anymore right now. On FM20, I haven't really done a long-term save in England yet. So I'm also curious to see what kind of Brexit we're gonna get. I hope it's an easy one. Not that we're there yet. I mean, at this point, we can pretty much only sign English players anyway, because nobody else wants to come to us. Except for maybe a few exceptions, of course. Alright, so already at the match day against Altrincham, I'm just gonna pronounce it like that for now. As I said, they are 18th. They just lost to Boston United. I can't quite remember what we did against Boston. We beat them away from home. Right now we are away again. So we should still be looking to get the win nonetheless. And it is their left back. All right. So their left back is the wing back and the right back is a full back, but still the right back has the most assists. Seems odd. Oops. Alright, so let's take a look. Again, not putting Michael Sweet in the starting 11. Has he actually scored a goal yet? He hasn't. He hasn't even scored a goal. Oh yeah, he's had 1 assist in the FA Cup. That's it. In 9 matches and 2 matches as a sub, he's only had 1 assist as striker. He's playing so badly for us. Let's get Adam Wrightson off of there because he is tired. Let's get Callum Bullock on there again. And Asia Konu, of course, in the defense. Let's play it like that and hope that we can make the best of it. I think last game we played pretty well. We didn't really reward ourselves with only 1 goal. So I'm hoping we can score a little bit more than only 1 because I believe that almost every match this season that we have won is only by 1 goal difference. So I'm really looking for a little bit of a safer lead than that. But for now, Altrincham has the ball on the right hand side. They switch it all the way to the left hand side. White has the ball. He loses it to Fennick. And maybe we can counter here. Fennick with the ball. Can he come up with the cross? He can. Robbie Dill just over the goal. So we have already had 3 shots and 2 on target. And they've had a goal. But luckily it's disallowed. I was already ready to be so pissed again that in their first shot they immediately get that goal. But luckily it was counted as offside. We get the corner here. Bullock to take it and Dill powers it over the goal again. Again, another good chance for us. Just not able to finish those chances. So already 40 minutes gone and still 0-0. And it's halftime, still 0-0 though. So I really think we should be winning this one because they have not been playing very well. Not that we have, but we should. They get the free kick here though. It's worked away just a little bit and they get the goal again, but it's offside again. They've scored twice, but it's ruled offside twice. Here is the third one almost, but the keeper just saves it and it's another corner for them. Right now in the first 6 minutes of the second half, they are all over us. We might be able to counter here, but they make the foul and we get a free kick on our own half. So already an hour gone, only 30 minutes left. We have the free kick at the center of the field. Steele has the ball to Robbie Dill, back to Steele. And he goes past his first opponent, Scott Fennick, he hit the bar and it went over. So only 20 minutes left and of course injury time. Altrincham has the free throw in it was, but they lose the ball to Hemming. By the time I figure out how to pronounce their name, the highlight's already over. Bullock has it. Carvalho ends up with the ball. Evans with cross. Robbie Dill hits the crossbar again. That's the second time this game he's hit the crossbar. Let's look to make a few subs. Let's give him another chance. Let's get Ross Woodcock on there after his injury. And as well as Jack Hunter for the Nilsson Carvalho. Because he wasn't looking very good. The last 5 minutes of the game, only injury time left right now. Go all out attacking. Let's try everything we have, but it's just not enough. It's a 0-0 draw. We've already, from 15 games, we've won 7, but we've drawn 3 as well and lost 5. Still, 7th position for a team that should be dead last is still pretty good, I'd say. I certainly didn't expect that when I was starting the save, because as I've said, I'm not the best football manager player out there, certainly not even close. So to be that much above the expectations is pretty good to see. So we do have another cup, yeah. Yeah, we have the FA trophy, of course, but that's not until November. It's almost November, but it's not until the end of November. So the next match should be a hard one, I think. Kidderminster are a pretty good team for this league, at least. They're in 4th as well, just 3 places above us. We are playing at home, but I do think it's going to be a very, very hard game indeed. Unless maybe they're playing today for the FA Cup, then they might be a little bit tired. And that could work in our favor. All right. So indeed they did play, but our game is now rescheduled to the week after because they've got another FA Cup game. I think they drew their game then, and they've got a replay. So them having a replay is still pretty good for us. We've got a little bit of a break here now because our next game isn't until next Saturday. And Kidderminster might be very tired indeed. Alright, so instead of the next game being against Kidderminster, we are still playing at home, but it's against Brackley. Should be a little bit easier. They're in 20th instead of Kidderminster being in 4th. So yeah, it should be a little bit easier than the game against Kidderminster would have been. Still, they're not going to be a pushover because even though they're in 20th, we got to keep in mind that we should be 22nd. So we can't take anything for granted at this point. Let's hope that Brackley are still playing another match before us, but it's not. Alright, so they've had a little bit of a break as well. So Boston United are playing pretty badly, I think. It's not as bad as I thought. I mean, seeing how Boston lost to Brackley, I thought they would have been way further down the league, but they're actually in 9th. We have gone down to 8th, but that's because we've got a game in hand on pretty much everybody above us. Now, still not everybody. So if we do win that game in hand, then we would actually move above Bradford and above Gateshead. Gateshead have another game in hand as well, but if they lose, then we'd move above them as well. And if we really, really beat Kidderminster, if we absolutely trash them, then we'd move over them as well. So that should be good. But firstly, the match against Brackley at home. Of course, as always, looking for the win. But as I said, it's not going to be easy. Even though they're in 20th, it's not going to be easy because remember, we should be 22nd. For whatever's going to happen for this season, I'm just going to use the excuse that we should be 22nd because that's where they expect us to be. And they also expect us to fight bravely against relegation, which in my opinion should be done. But yeah, so anything that goes wrong, I'm just gonna throw it onto the fact that we should be in last place. So let's take a look. Let's do the opposition instructions again. Oops. I hate it when I click just next to one of those boxes. And their weaknesses, they've got a lot of weaknesses. Let's see. Work rate, passing. Most of the assists have come from crosses. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I think we're on work ball into the box, so let's put on a hit early crosses, and oh my god, I've actually got 10 viewers right now. Thank you so much to EMC8791 for rating the stream. Thank you so much. Be very welcome. So yeah, how are you all doing? Very interested to find out. So let's get into the game against Brackley. I'm doing pretty good as well, man. I honestly I didn't expect that. I did not see that coming at all. I mean, I've only been streaming for a few times right now, and the most viewers I've had at one point was I think 3. So to now have 10, thanks to you, it's amazing, man. Thank you so much. So we're in the match against Brackley right now. Again, they're in 20th. We should win this, but you never know. Thank you so much for welcoming, man. I appreciate it. So what were you doing? In the meantime, I'm so focused on my chat right now that I'm almost forgetting the entire match. So it is still 0-0. We should be leading, but we're not playing very well. So maybe we should change it up a little bit, but I'm just gonna give it a little bit more time, and then we could maybe go a little bit more attacking. Oh, you're playing in the same league as well, man. So how is it going on your save with Gateshead? And they almost score there as well. So let's shoot on site as well and go even more direct and make a sub maybe because Steel is playing pretty badly and so is Fennec. We don't have another striker on the bench. I hate that so much. No, I know the money problem. I definitely know that problem. And there's the 1-0, 89th minute, Scott Fennick with the opening goal. Well, yeah, as I was saying, I know the money problem. I can't buy anyone. I think I have been able to sign maybe 3 or 4 players on the least amount of wages possible. So yeah, it's a hard uh, league to start in, I guess. But sitting in fourth is not too bad. As you guys can see, we are up to seventh right now, back into those playoff spots. So only 3 days left to the next match against Kidderminster. So let's see. Taking a while to progress to the next day, so I'm just gonna look at your channel for a second, man. Wait, you got Sunderland as a parent club. That's not too bad. That could really come in handy. Yeah, I'm mostly looking at free players, and most of the times I offer everybody a trial. But right now I'm not really looking for any more players, and I'm already paying over the wage budget. So if I do offer more players a trial, then I think I'd be too tempted not to offer them a contract as well. So I'll just hold off for that to wait until we do need more players, or if I ever do get more money. But I doubt that that's gonna happen. Free loans would probably have been a better choice for me as well. Would have saved me a lot of money. Thanks for the follow on Twitter as well, man. For everybody else in the chat, my Twitter handle is on the top left hand of your screen. And whenever I go live or whenever I upload a video on YouTube, I tweet it out. So make sure to follow me on there as well, and you won't miss a thing. So let's get into the game against Kidderminster. Right now we're in seventh, and they dropped down to fifth actually, but they of course, just like us, have a game in hand. If we do win it, we do go up to all the way up to fourth, so that would be really good. Let me just take a look because you're here. Your Gateshead, they're in eighth, so they're lucky to have you as a manager. Fitness has been an issue. How long were you in the FA Cup? Because I honestly got knocked out in the third qualifying round against freaking Colville, so I think my fitness won't be a problem for the rest of the season. How long I've been on Twitch? I think I started a couple of months ago, and I tried streaming in Dutch a few times because I am Dutch, but I just couldn't find the time to consistently do it. So I think this is about my sixth or seventh stream, I think. And again, still don't have too much time, so all of my streams are most of them are around an hour, maybe two. So let's take a look at why. Where is their Scott report? There it is. Already third round. All right. Well, I'm hoping that the fitness isn't gonna be an issue because, well, as you can tell, and as you know yourself as well, probably, um, there isn't really much room for a backup team. Come from crosses again, so let's take a look and try to put in more crosses. I think we're still on hit early crosses. We are. So let's just get straight into the game. Maybe put Lewis Hawkins back in there for where is he? Where's Lewis Hawkins? There he is for Mark Wallington. And I think we'll keep it like that and get straight into it against Kidderminster. 7th versus 5th. Let's try to make the most of it. Again, I'm not expecting too much because we are expected to finish in 22nd. So every point that we do get is, I'll take it. I'm just hoping not to get battered too much. You're projected 18th. Yeah, they're also, my board expectation is as well fight bravely against relegation. It's not even avoid relegation, it's fight bravely against relegation. So being in 7th right now should be doable. Carvalho with the ball, passes it back to Wilson, to Woodcock on the left-hand side, gives it to Steele with a cross, but it's a bad cross. So we're not really doing too much with the ball yet, but it has been only 8 minutes so far. Kidderminster with the only shot of the game. And they are now one-on-one with the keeper, and Austin Samuels makes it 1-0 for Kidderminster. So that's a very disappointing start to the game. As I said, I didn't want to get battered by them too much. It is only 1-0, and of course we do still have 70 minutes left. So we could still get back into it. Woodcock intercepts the goal kick, heads it down to Robbie Dill, but he loses it to Butterfield. They try a through ball again, but luckily we had it away. Wrightson with the ball on the right hand side, and he tries to go for it himself, and he fails miserably. Now Kidderminster with a throw in on the left hand side. They come up with a cross, gets headed away, but they pick up the loose ball. Moyo has the ball right now, get all the way back to their keeper, and they get to play it out from the back again. Johnson back to Moyo. He loses the ball. Evans, Wrightson, maybe it's time for us to counter. Evans to Fennick. Could go back to Evans. Instead, Fennick has the ball on the right hand side, but his cross just doesn't reach. Woodcock maybe can try another cross. He tries to go past his opponent. Now there's room for a cross, and there is caught Fennick again. Just like last game, this time with the equalizer in the 34th minute. It's 1-1, and we start again. But Kidderminster immediately with a chance here. Austin with a cross, but it gets headed away by Asia Konu. Fennick with a through ball to Robbie Dill. Could it be 2-1? Oh, it almost was 2-1 as well. Just couldn't go past the goalkeeper. Hawkins with a corner kick, and it gets headed away. Wilson picks it up, but sadly it doesn't amount to anything. So almost halftime, 41st minute. Evans with a throw into Fennick, back to Evans. Tries a long ball forward. It should not have reached Robbie Dill in any way, but it did, and Robbie Dill makes it 2-1. A good finish, but that pass was actually horrible. But their defense messed it up so badly that it's halftime right now. We're actually in front. We're actually leading the game against Kidderminster. Could not be happier with that. Did not expect that at the beginning of the match, especially after they scored an early goal. Hemming with the goal kick to steal. Woodcock with a long ball forward. Carvalho, and it's 3-1. The Nielsen Carvalho. By the way, that the Nielsen Carvalho, for everybody that didn't see the first few streams, we got this guy in. I think he does want 1.5K a month in euros. But look at how good he is already. He's only 20 years old and Brazilian, so I had to get him in. He is a natural attacking midfielder, but we're using him as a center mid, and he has been playing pretty good for us so far. And now with another goal. So 3-1, a little bit of a safer lead. Evans with a throw-in, but he throws it straight to the opponent. Butterfield could go for a long shot, but it gets blocked. Fennick could try a counter to Robbie Dill, and that should have been 4-1, but it's a good save by the keeper, and we get a corner kick instead. Lewis Hawkins to take it, but their keeper plucks it out of the air. Carvalho intercepts the pass to Fennick. Wrightson now on the right side to Robbie Dill, but the pass isn't accurate enough. Fennick still has the ball. Could have been another chance, but it's worked away for a corner. Hawkins takes it again. It gets headed away. And now Kidderminster might try to go for a counter here. Best on the right side. Could try to switch to play. He does, but Carey misses the goal. Luckily for us. So they've got another chance. Carey again here on the left-hand side. Back to Shenton, but a good save by Hemming. Hemming with a quick kick forward, and Robbie Dill just misses the goal. And we are going to make a substitution because Jack Steele again is very tired indeed. So let's put Robbie Dill at left mid, and let's give Michael Sweet another chance, even though he shouldn't be getting another chance. And let's put Jack Hunter in the midfield because Lewis Hawkins is kind of disappointing this game. Only 10 minutes left and injury time. We are still leading by 3-1, so I think we've got this one in the bag. Almost another big chance, but sadly their defense can just get rid of it. Henry passes the ball to Carey, back to Shenton in the midfield. Gets it to Butterfield. Samuels, great save by Hemming, and it's still 3-1 thanks to him. Wilson has the corner away. They do pick up the loose ball. Shenton back to Austin, and luckily it doesn't amount to anything. Alright, so for some reason I dropped a lot of frames. And it looks like my stream has restarted. Not sure. But we do get the win. 3-1 win over Kidderminster. So that moves us up to 4th, I think. And it does above York, above Kidderminster, and only 4 points off of 1st place. No idea why I was dropping that many frames. I hope it should be good right now. Alright, so for some reason it said the stream restarted, but I don't think it actually did. But it did drop a lot of frames, I think. Anyway, we won the game against Kidderminster, and let's get straight towards the next game against Hereford. Or Hereford, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I think it's Hereford. Something like that, at least. They are a very good team, of course. They are in 3rd, so 1 place above us. So it should be a good match. They are only 1 point in front of us, so if we beat them, then we overtake them. So it's already November. We've only got 3 games in the entirety of November. And an FA trophy. So 4 games. But still, I don't understand why then we have so many games in August and September and October as well, and then only get 4 games in November and 4 or maybe 5 in December. It makes no sense to me. We are making profit thanks to the gate receipts. Only 5k a month though. Board are still very happy with us. And we're already at match day against Hereford. So let's take a look at the starting 11. I think we are going to start like that, but maybe... No, we are going to start like that. Yeah, let's keep it like that, and let's take a look at their report as well. Of course, their weaknesses, work rate, passing. I'm just looking for where the most of their goals allowed came from. There it is. Come from the left side of the pitch. All right. So first off, let's get the opposition instructions in there. Oh my god, I hate it when I misclick. Again. Then let's just do it like this. Not gonna select everybody again. And then from the left side of the field, so let's focus the play down the left a little bit. Let's not overlap because then we leave too much of a gap behind. And let's get into it against Hereford away from home, so it should be a pretty hard game, I think. But let's just see what we can do against them and hope for the best. They're playing a 4-4-2 as well. I'm not going to say that I expect nothing but a win because I don't. Let's just tell them to pick up where they left off of last time. And let's see what we can do against Hereford. I mean, I think this game would really show us where we actually stand in the league. They have a free kick already after 9 minutes, and it's almost the opening goal already, which wouldn't be very promising. But yeah, I think this game could really give us an idea of how big the chance of us getting into the playoff spots actually is, because I think Hereford will be up there at the end of the season. So if we would want to get promoted, we should be able to beat them. I doubt it. But yeah, as I said, if we want to get promoted, it should at least be close. So they do have the upper hand a little bit, not too much. They have had 2 shots already, but neither of them were on target. Maybe they get their third chance here. Finn with a long shot, but it's just wide of the goal. So already almost half time. They've picked up 3 yellow cards, which is really interesting to me because I haven't had a chance yet. So no idea why they pick up so many yellows. Not that I'm gonna complain. Let's try to focus the play down the right instead, because down the left clearly isn't working, and their left mid and their left back both are on yellows. So maybe we could push them to get a second yellow and get sent off. That would be great. We've got a throw in here. Evans to Azia Kanu, gets back to Evans with a through ball to Fennec, but he can't reach it. Gets kicked long upfield, but we intercept it. But we eventually lose it again. Finn with a long ball to the left side. Ash has it in the midfield. And Nicholson with a shot in the end, but luckily Hemming saves it. I don't know what he was doing there. I actually missed that because I was looking at the substitution. But I have no idea what the keeper was doing there. We actually dropped down to 5th right now. Finn has the ball to Hotchkiss on the right hand side with the ball into nothing. So Woodcock intercepts it, but loses it immediately as well. Nicholson with the ball on the left-hand side with a cross, and Sides just heads it over the goal. I'm going to take off the focus play down the right because clearly it's not working to focus the play down one of the wings. It showed that last game, and it's showing that again this game, so I think I'm just not going to try that again. Jack Steele is injured, so I am going to sub him off for Ollie Scott, I think. First, let's take a look at this highlight. Finn with the ball on the right hand side, and there is the 1-0 for Hereford. Oh, it wasn't Steele was injured, it was Wrightson. So let's put Robbie Dill at right mid and Michael Sweet at striker. And let's keep it like that for now. So we are behind right now, 71st minute, so we do not have too much time anymore to get the goal back. We are still gonna try, of course. Carvalho again not playing very well. Neither is Ross Woodcock, so let's get him off of there and let's put Jack Hunter in there for Carvalho. Only 10 minutes left, so let's go a little bit more attacking as well, because we've got nothing left to lose anyway right now. Only 5 minutes left in injury time. They do have a free kick. I have no idea what their plan was there. It looked like they were going to lose it, but then our defender, I have no idea what his plan was either, so they still got it shut off, but luckily it wasn't a goal. They do still have the ball here though. Only a few minutes to go. Mooney has it, hit the bar, and Hemming picks it up. So I would love to get at least one highlight for us, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. And there is the full-time whistle indeed. We dropped down to 5th after 18 games. Still very happy with that. But yeah, I think it was unlucky. I mean, we didn't play very well. We had seven shots, but none of them were on target. As I said before the game, I thought that this game was really gonna show us if we deserve to be this high. It's apparent now that we don't deserve to be higher than Hereford at least. Wrightson injured for a little bit less than a week, but our next game isn't until 14 days, and it's against Farsley. I think I'm gonna arrange a friendly in between to keep the fitness a little bit. You know what? Let's try a friendly game against York City. Why not? They're also high up in the league. They're in 4th. We lost to them earlier in the season, but I'd be curious to find out if where we stand now when compared to them. So I'm again dropping frames. I'm still not sure why, because my internet seems to be working fine. So I'm sorry if it's very annoying. I don't think there's anything I can do about it right now. But before the next stream, I will try to fix that. So the next game is going to be the friendly against York in 6 days. We're not going to play it ourselves, obviously, but it's still good to get a friendly in there for fitness and for cash as well. Meanwhile, while we're waiting for the next game, how are all you guys doing? Again, still thank you that you're still watching. Really appreciate it. So I'm curious to see how you're doing. We are at match day against York City. It's only a friendly, so I'm not gonna pay too much attention to it. It's just for fitness and for cash, as I mentioned. Would be good to get a win, but I'm not necessarily expecting it. We did manage to get the win actually. We were down by 2 goals after 8 minutes already, and we actually managed to pull it back. If only we could have done that in the league as well. I think we lost 4-1 to them or something like that. So getting closer towards the game against Farsley, were they in 19th? They are in 19th. So it should be doable even though we're away from home. Should be winnable. I hope so at least. And in a week's time, we should also have the FA Trophy game. So very excited for that. But firstly, let's not get ahead of myself too much. Firstly, let's get into the match against Farsley. Let's take a look if they've got any big weaknesses. They do come from crosses, so that's immediately something that we're going to implement. We're already on hit early crosses, so we're going to keep it like that as well. Let's take a look. Nothing else that really stands out, I think. No, not really. So I'm gonna keep the team instructions like that. Just gonna do the opposition instructions. Let's take on their wingbacks and their strikers, and of course the goalkeeper. They've got so many red cards. All right, so let's really take on these players, and then for these two, let's press and tight mark them, and maybe try to get them to get another red. Would be good for us. But the most important thing, of course, is the win. So let's get into the game against Farsley. And because you said it, I thought about it at the beginning of the save to get in a couple of loans. But for some reason, I ended up not doing it. But that is definitely something I'm going to be looking at in January. So let's hope that I'll remember that. So the match has started against Farsley Celtic or Farsley Celtic. I think it's Farsley Celtic. Um, I'm just gonna call them Farsley. We have a corner here, and it's actually already 1-0 It's a horrible own goal by Danny Alice from the right sim corner from the left-hand side. And we're actually already leading after only 14 minutes. We have already picked up a yellow card as well, Yannick Asiakonu has. And they have the ball here. Carvalho intercepts the pass. Scott Fennick with a through ball to Dill, but he just can't reach it. Picks it up in the end anyway. Wrightson with a cross, and it's 2-0. Jack Steele, after only 1 minute after the 1-0, is already 2-0. I wasn't expecting this when I said that we should win this game. I was expecting us to scrape another 1-0 win or something like that. Certainly wasn't expecting this. And maybe another chance here. Throw in from Evans, Wrightson with another cross. Carvalho picks up the second ball to Waddington, back to Evans, and sadly straight into the hands of the keeper. Barnes with a long kick forward, but it gets headed away by Wilson. And back to Hamming, who takes his time very patiently, loses it anyway, but Evans gets the ball to Wrightson. Wrightson goes for it himself, but he misses. Well, he didn't miss, but the keeper saved it. So it's already halftime. We are leading 2-0. I think if we just keep doing what we're doing this match, we should have the 3 points in the bag. So let's actually try to do that and not mess it up again. For some reason, there are a lot of players are complacent or uninterested. I do not get how anybody would be uninterested during a game of soccer. I think if you're uninterested, then you're doing the wrong thing. But Jack Steele here with the 3-0 in the 64th minute. I think that seals it. Jack Steele with his second goal of the game. We have picked up 2 yellows as well, so we're going to have to be careful. Chris Atkinson gets 1 goal back for Farsley, so 3-1. But yeah, as I was saying, we have to be careful not to pick up a red card, so I'm actually going to take off both Asiakonu for David and Mark Wallington as well for Hunter. And then keep it like that for now. Hi Dan, I'm from Holland, so that's why you're hearing the horrible accent. I imagine the accent is why you're asking it. But yeah, I'm from the Netherlands. And we pick up the 3 points against Farsley. Means we're in 5th place still. Very happy. As I was saying, we're predicted to finish 22nd, and our expectation is to fight bravely against relegation. So to be in the promotion playoff spots is very good for us indeed. And as you can see, the next game should be for the FA Trophy 3rd qualifying round. My English is very well, thank you. I am pretty insecure about my both. You see, now I mess up, right? Now I get nervous. I am pretty insecure about my accent and also about I actually forgot the word, but how many words I know, you know? Ah, you're a fan of Max. Well, I am too. Certainly am. I'm so excited that we've got a good Dutch racer again. Back in the day when I was little, I used to follow Formula One so much, and then a couple of years I just wasn't that interested anymore. But then he started in Formula One, and since then I've been hooked. I love it. I love watching it, the entire race as well, and then also the highlights. You actually live 30 minutes from Silverstone, and thank you for the compliment as well. That's so cool. I'm not even sure how long a drive I am from Zandvoort. I think about 45 minutes. Oh shoot, I actually did want extra time. But we shouldn't need extra time anyway. But yeah, since he started again, I was hooked. I love watching everything. The only thing is that the entire race I watched with Dutch commentary, and I think the Dutch commentary is just a little bit less passionate than the English one. So whenever the race is over, I go to YouTube and watch the highlights with the English commentary. I really enjoy that. Yeah, I was really looking forward to the Dutch Grand Prix this year. But some things are more important than racing. Maybe next year. We'll see. I actually did not know that. I actually did not know that Lando Norris was half Belgian. Actually makes me appreciate him more. So I think for this stream, Lando is a foreign name. I Well, for me it sounded pretty English. I mean, now that you say it, it's not a usual name, is it? But I mean, you can pronounce it in English pretty easily. But as I was saying, for this stream, I'm gonna finish the month of November, so gonna play this game and the game against Gloucester as well. After that, I'm gonna cut off the stream because I actually have to leave for a jump interview shortly after that. So I'm already, for now, already gonna thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll check it out next time as well. So if you're interested, my YouTube name is in the top left corner of your screen, just like my Twitter handle is. I upload every stream entirely to YouTube, so if you missed anything or if you want to watch the first two streams of this save, then feel free to check it out over there. And also I'm doing a YouTube save with FC Rapid Bucuresti from Romania, so that's also really fun. But for now, I'm gonna still focus, of course, on this match against Hyde. Not sure what league they're in. I know it's lower than we are. Well, I live stream later. I'm not too sure yet. My situation this week is a little bit weird, so I'm not really sure how much time I will have, and also not really sure how what time I'll be home again. But if I am gonna stream later, then follow me on Twitter. I will always tweet out when I'm gonna stream, so if you follow me on there, you won't miss it. Which English soccer team do I support? Well, if I say this, everybody's gonna leave. No, my favorite English team is Spurs, which is actually really painful because my favorite Dutch team is Ajax. So 2 seasons ago, that semi-final of the Champions League, I was completely heartbroken, and I actually absolutely hated Spurs for a couple of weeks. But yeah, they are my favorite team also because they've got a big number of ex-Ajax players as well. And thank you. I hope I'll get the job. I'm not sure, obviously, but I hope I'll get it. But yeah, Spurs mostly, and after that, I think I've always had a soft spot for Everton. I have no idea why, but yeah, I've always had a soft spot for them, but mostly Spurs. What about you? Meanwhile, Wrightson has the ball here, but he loses it out to Pratt, and NDI has the ball, gives it to Dyche, back to NDI to Brownhill on the left side. Can he come up with a cross? He doesn't choose to. He goes back to Tung. They play it around, and Pratt has the ball. And how are we being dominated in the first few minutes by a team so much lower than we are? They actually get the corner. Woodcock heads it away, but no further than Sutherland. But luckily, it doesn't amount to anything. But Dan, what team do you support? And do you have a Dutch team that you support? Also very interested in that. Meanwhile, we have the chance here. Dill on the left-hand side with a cross to Wrightson, but it's just over the goal. Almost halftime already. We do have the upper hand again a little bit. By the looks of possession, we actually don't, but we do have more shots than them. So still, I think we should win this game easily. As it is now, we're not winning. Obviously, it's still 0-0. And Hyde with the throw in here. Roscoe throws it to Turner, back to him. And meanwhile, Pratt has the ball in the middle of the field, back to Ndiaye, to Dyche on the left-hand side. He loses it. Luckily, maybe we can set up a counter-attack here. Asia Konu to Evans to the right-hand side, back to him. Carvalho to Fennick to Wrightson. He drives the ball forward and he passes it straight into the opponent's feet. Luckily, we get it back through Woodcock, who gives the long ball forward to Dill, to Carvalho, back to Woodcock with a cross and Robbie Dill, and it's offside. Of course it is. I actually saw that he was offside and I still wanted to celebrate. And actually, the fact that I want to celebrate a 1-0 after an hour played against a lower league side is just very sad. Steele with the ball on the left-hand side to Woodcock with the cross. Fennick back to Carvalho, just wide of the post. Meanwhile, already 70 minutes played, and now I might regret the fact that I chose not to play extra time by accident, because it looks like we are gonna go to extra time. I'm gonna take off Carvalho for Jack Hunter and leave it at that for now. Actually, Hyde have a free kick here in the 80th minute. Tongue to take it, and it's a goal. We're actually behind. We have to go more attacking now as well. Only 7 minutes left, including injury time, that is. Looks like we're going to be knocked out here. Waddington with a free kick. And that's actually a horrible header. And they might even get a second here. Pratt with the ball to Logan, to Roscoe. They've got a lot of space here on the right-hand side. But they choose to go to the left side instead. And yeah, that should be out. I thought it was out of play. But it is actually 2-0. It's actually 2-0 only a few seconds after I was sure the ball was out of play. Instead, we lose it. We're out of the FA Trophy and we're out of the FA Cup. So yeah, if you're new to the stream, welcome. I suck at this game. We're actually already out of both cups and it's not even December yet. We didn't even make it into either one of the actual cups. So let's try to forget about that game. Let's try to forget about the cups of this season and focus completely on the league, because in a few days' time we do have to face Gloucester, who are in first. So that's going to be very exciting. It's going to be very, very hard as well. Yeah, let's see what we can do against them. I am not expecting too much. Looking at those cup matches and looking at the match against Hereford as well, because we lost that 4-1 without even having a chance, standing a chance. Sorry. All right, so this replay for the third qualifying round, I was gonna say this could have been us, but this replay is not the it's not the following round yet. We're getting closer and closer to that game against Gloucester. I think it's a very important game. I'm not sure how many games are played already. I think it's about 14. But fifth versus first is always exciting, I think. It's already 19 games played, all right. So I was a little bit behind. Already 19 games played, so this will be the 20th game already. And if we win, we'd actually get into 2 points of them, and we could move up to second. So that's a very exciting prospect indeed. The only thing is that we do actually have to beat them if we want to go there. Well, I hate to see this. But yeah, as I was saying, at the game against Gloucester right now, very important game, the 20th game of the season, almost halfway through the season already. And they've left the hardest game for the last one as well. So here we are, match preview. Let's take a look at our team selection and at their scouting report as well. All right, so they're right back. All right, so let's take a look at the opposition instructions. And I misclicked again and again and again. Why would I? Why would I press him? Well, if you say so. All right, let's see if they've got any big weaknesses as well. Work rate, come from free kicks. All right, so we're already playing for set pieces, so that's good. Other than that, nothing really. So let's just look at our let's try to work the ball into the box again, because that seemed to work a little bit better than hitting early crosses. And of course, play for set pieces as well. Go a little bit shorter on the passing. And let's not put Michael Sweet in there because he is not good enough. I have no idea why my assistant keeps putting him in, because he's just not going to play. And also what I was going to look for is Michael Nelson. He wants to play more, so let's play him instead of Wilson. And where is Lewis Hawkins as well? I wanted to play a little bit more. And besides that, he actually played pretty well for us in the games that he did. So let's get him in there instead of Mark Waddington. And let's give it our best shot. Hey Roger, how are you doing? Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for watching the stream as well. I really appreciate it. Let's try to give the fans the best performance we've got and give it our all. Again, fifth versus first. If we do win, we could move up to second. I'm good too, thank you. I'm really tired though. I only slept for about 3.5 hours because this morning I had to go to work at 5:30. So yeah, that wasn't very fun. But other than that, I'm good. So they've got a corner here. Azir Kanu heads it away, but hangs with another cross, and it's it was offside, luckily. So already over half an hour played, they get another corner. Hangs to take it, but Hemming plucks it out of the air, and we could set up a counter attack here. He tries it at least to Scott Fennick, one-on-one the keeper, and Scott Fennick gets the opening goal in the 36th minute. We're leading against Gloucester, and as it stands, we could move up a few places and get into 2 points behind Gloucester. We intercept their goal kick as well. Evans has it right now on the right-hand side, gives it to Nelson. He loses it though, that's why he's not playing. You shouldn't complain if you want to play more, but then when you play, you suck. So Senior has the ball on the left side. Luckily, we head away the cross. Hank still has it, and that's offside, right? It is. Luckily, that's offside. We're still 1-0 up against Gloucester. They're completely dominating us, but I don't care as long as we get the 3 points. So let's say we've got to guard against complacency now because we're only leading by 1 goal. So Hemming with the goal kick takes it long towards Fennick. Hawkins has it to Wrightson. Wrightson already on a yellow card. Danielson Carvalho to Hawkins. Back to Carvalho to Fennick. Evans on the right side loses it. And why is our defending running away from the ball? McClure has it. And again, it's Nelson. And if that's a goal, that's a goal. Nelson can just leave the club immediately. I mean, that's his second mistake. And that's the second time they scored. Only the difference is the first time I think it was offside, or maybe it was just not a goal, but that's his second big mistake. That's why he's not playing. Gloucester with another chance here, and it's 2-1. I should not have played Michael Nelson. I should have chosen a different game to play him, not in the game against the league leaders. Hemming with the goal kick again towards Jack Steele. I have no idea what his intentions were there. We lose the ball and Gloucester can attack again. Mensah has it. Could slot it into McClure, but he chooses to go for it himself. But luckily he fails. So over an hour gone already. Only 30 minutes left. We drop down to 7th even. Maybe we get another chance here. Carvalho has it to Jack Steele. Back to Carvalho to Steele to Dill on the left side. Back to Steele. A lot of space here for Woodcock. He sees it. Can he come up with the cross? He can. And is that a penalty? It's a penalty. Scott Fennick to take the penalty. Could be the 2-2, and it is. Alright, so at least we equalized again in the 73rd minute. And Roger, thank you for the follow as well. I really do appreciate it. So only a little bit over 10 minutes ago, 15 if you include injury time. And that's almost a 3-2 for Gloucester immediately after we equalized. Wrightson can counter maybe here, but he loses the ball. He's also still on that yellow card, so I think I'm going to look to sub him off. Sadly, we do have to sub on Michael Sweet. He hasn't done anything for us the entire season, but who knows, maybe this is the match he turns that around. Maybe this is the match that he is the game winner for us. But Gloucester looks to have the chance here, but luckily they put it wide. So that's going to be it, I think. There is a full-time whistle. We are up to 3rd. Only Kings Lynn have a game in hand, so they can move 3 points away from us. So we're 5 points off of top spot. We are into 3rd, with everybody else having played as many games as we have. So that's very good. I really didn't expect this at the beginning of the season. So I'm just going to say they were unlucky. Gloucester should be the better team, so I'm not going to say that I'm not happy with their performance. So, as I said, I was going to play through the month of November. So it's the 1st of December right now. As I said a little bit earlier, I have to leave in a few minutes for my job interview. So that's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you so much for everybody who tuned in throughout the stream. And thank you again to EMC for rating the stream as well and giving me an insane amount of viewers. So for everybody who missed a little bit of or parts of it, if you look at the top left hand corner of your screen, there is my YouTube account. So every stream is going in its entirety. It's going to be uploaded on there as well as me doing another save on there. Thank you, Roger, for the good luck. I'm gonna need it. I really do hope I get it. But yeah, every stream is in its entirety is gonna be on YouTube as well as my other save. and everything I'm going to be doing in the future as well. Also, there is my Twitter account. Follow me on there as well. I always tweet out when I upload or stream. So follow me on there and you won't miss a thing. So thank you guys again so much for watching either live or on YouTube. If you enjoyed it, give me a follow, subscribe, whatever you're watching. So thank you again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.